There are great heroes to jump in the backlines. You got Zeus, you got Wyvern on Team Secret. But they've also got the Huskar, so the timings of this game are going to be a little different from what we've seen on this patch previously.
Yeah, I'm excited. Arctic Burn from Puppey, getting some help from Chrysalis for these runes. And it looks like Chrysalis does end up taking that bounty rune, but Boom in the meantime. Okay, Chrysalis actually gets first blood on the other side, and Boom completely trashed in the mid lane so far.
Gaimin Gladiators are trying to make up for this by doing a rotation.
Yep, Ace getting really low, but here's the gank from Boom. Cold Embrace keeps Chrysalis alive a little bit longer, and the Berserker's Blood doing a decent work, but the Remnant from Boom ends up being enough. So a good gank there from Gaimin Gladiators. Top lane, Zayat gets dropped as Dyrachyo continuing his absolute onslaught in this top lane. Ice is only able to get off the axes, but gets frostbit. There's a buyback onto Zeus, actually, as Dyrachyo and company. I mean, I would assume they find this, and they do with the hammer. So Zayat ends up... I mean, is he actually going to get a kill here?
Yeah, he got it. Oh!
The Fairy Fire keeps him alive. Dyrachyo wants to actually go for Zayat to get that die back. But now Dyrachyo, it might cost him his life. But you can see no mana left from Zayat, and that is going to be... Oh, not quite in range to get off another right click.
Maybe even tier 4. I mean, this is the only source of... Oh, yo, Zayat isn't... Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be a dieback.
Yeah, well... I mean, is it really considered a dieback when it's that delayed?
Well, it's buyback death. Okay, I'll rephrase it. The CM and his life feels like hell.
Yep, Secret with the smoke. But the zip into the pit just to look to see if there's a Roshan, but instead he'll find a Dragon Knight, and they actually have the damage. Celery not able to get off the relocate to save Storm, but instead will likely just solo die. So nice job from Secret. They get a little stack action as well. Just looking for the instant Dragon Tail. I don't think anybody is close enough to tether to. So Celery will drop. Auto attack is coming. There it is.
Oh boy,
pretty close.
Yeah, let's see. Does the shard? So it's just the magic immunity and free movement during Starbreaker.
Yep, quite good. Ice. Oh, nice curse comes out, but the Solar Guardian connects. It's gonna beat the shit out of Boom for now, who zips out to safety. There's the Starbreaker that finishes off Ice, but Chrysalis has come to play, and it looks like no save from Celery. That was about a half second off. So they'll find the Dawnbreaker.
I think he's probably regretting not getting the BKB now, because if he BKB'd and ulted in, then he's not going to get caught by the curse.
Yep, that's true.
Bit of greed on the itemization being punished there.
The fairy trinket, by the way.
What? He did?
Believe it or not. And actually, they're going to go for the Roche attempt. So this might be a bit unexpected from Secret, and maybe even for Gaimin Gladiators, because they actually just abandon it to potentially try and get a kill. Nisha, looks like they're going to go for the Wyvern first, delete him off the map. Nisha pops the BKB, but he's only in human form. And with a 5k lead from Gaimin Gladiators, just starting to run away with this thing.
Boom does not have enough mana to zip in.
Yep, Ice. He has the Roar. He's going to have to expend on the BKB target. Storm Spirit getting really low. Solar Guardian comes in, though, not able to connect on anybody. Storm Spirit looks like Boom is finally going to drop to that Arc Lightning, but it's going to be at a cost of Chrysalis and basically the rest of Secret. Triple kill for Dyrachyo. The only person alive is Nisha's Dragon Knight.
With no BKB, so he's got to be real careful.
But Gaimin Gladiators are in decent position to try to contest, but obviously the Hawk is going to give a lot of vision. But the smoke's still active, but Roshan is going to be taken. So Chrysalis gets the Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, right there, we saw the advantage of being Radiant with any of these Roche-taking heroes. As Gaimin Gladiators, they look like they maybe want to fight this despite the Aegis.
Yeah, but Puppey, he's got his curse ready. Nisha's going to start it off with that Dragon Tail, so Tofu's going to be the casualty. Actually pops his ult and dies about a split second later. Going to turn into a tier 1 tower for Secret.
Head for the tier 2 now that they've taken the top area. Like I was saying, the advantage of Radiant is that you want to play this top jungle anyway.
Okay, Puppey gets dropped by Dyrachyo's ult, but the Dragon Tail is there onto the Storm Spear. Celery with the heal bomb, and the Dawnbreaker just doing such massive damage. Nisha pops that BKB, and remember, they don't have their Huskar even remotely near them right now. Boom, getting quite low, but zips to safety. Nisha, now that the BKB is down, Dyrachyo's able... Oh, the curse just saves him! Chrysalis gonna try to follow this up with some damage with a BKB pop from Dyrachyo, and Ace has one of his own. Chrysalis getting focused. Remember, this is just the Aegis, though. And this is a disastrous fight for Secret. Crystal's now at full HP. See if they can kite him. Puppey, he's going to drop to that Spirit Vessel, and Crystal is left all alone. But he is kind of a scary beast to go against. And still with that BKB available. Maybe they're trying to bait that in. Chrysalis gets jumped on. Still waiting to use that BKB. Frostbite. Nisha, he's going to get the Dragon Tail, and there's the Life Break, but they delete Huskar off the face of the map, and Secret have just all died. Gaimin Gladiators getting everything out of this. Ice just recently spawned, and he might die as well. The dominoes are falling. Double kill for Boom, and Gaimin Gladiators have taken firm control of this game.
You can't Lotus it, because then you just...
Eon Disc would be the best, but not for a position 1.
Well, even the Eon Disc is like, he still builds up the spear stacks when he jumps you, so...
Well, Ace, he has the Lincoln supply. It's going to be popped immediately. Looking for Puppey, potentially. I think that's their first target for sure. He gets zipped on Solar Guardian, and he does get the curse off, while Ace is just beating the crap out of Zeus, but you can see the roar comes through, and Ace is going to drop, but staying alive with that Essence Ring, getting healed up pretty highly now. As Huskar attempting to chase, but 2 members of Secret have already died, and Crystal is just getting kited with that BKB. They're going to zip back in, and this is a disaster again. Tofu gets off a decent ult, and 4 dead for Secret, making a full team wipe, and Gaimin Gladiators are all alive. I mean, anytime you see him take over this, what is this stupid creep pull up? We're going to see Ace gets initiated on, pops that BKB, but Dyrachyo able to take out the backliner in the form of Puppey. Double kill for Dyrachyo now onto Zayat, so both supports dead. But Storm Spirit, very low on mana. Celery's there, though. Looks like he's going to be the focus now, but Crystallis is just getting beat down by Dyrachyo himself. Triple kill on the Dawnbreaker. Nisha is on the cliff, so trying to pull an Arteezy, but ends up dying instead of staying there the whole game. Ultra kill now. And that's another full team wipe. GGs are called.
Wow.
Div 2 relegation.
Yeah.
That's a huge story.
With how game 1 went, it might happen. We'll see. Secret can bounce back.
Yeah, Puppey's going to take a hammer, and he's going to take a death. First blood goes the way of Dyrachyo on the same position 1 Dawnbreaker. Had a great game in game number 1. But yeah, talk to me about Mr. Shadow Shaman, as we're seeing another shackle. Buy some time for Ice, but the hammer should be enough. So Celery picks up another kill for himself.
As well as maybe a couple of other minor nerfs, but...
Crystallis. Oh, he's going to get snowballed on. Shikuchi's about to run out. I don't know if Tofu could actually finish him off. We'll turn their sights onto Puppey instead, but he Clockwork cogs him to the other side, so Tofu is going to get dropped. So nice job from Secret. And Ace still has to kill that Swarm off. He's going to apply a lot of pressure to Puppey now. This is the slowest death of all time. Has to pop the Fairy Fire in tow. And he dies inside his own cogs.
I thought it would be okay for the Dawnbreaker, but I did not expect it to go like this. Like, I actually thought they were going to land a Viper into the
Snowball back out. Ace finds the kill onto Puppey. And Dawnbreaker, okay, that's going to be a nice pickoff for Secret. Helped out with that Thunder God's Wrath, of course. A kill onto Ice, but doesn't look like it's to be. As Ace just taking a little bit of farm where he can take it.
The lane's like a little far up. Puppey's trying to go for a wraparound.
Yep, the Shikuchi in. Puppey still has his battery assault cogs. Shard's not quite keeping anybody in place, and Ace is going to be the casualty for Gaimin. At what point does Boom come up to try to take this tier 1? As we're going to see the snowball, but Crystal is out of range. Still has a snowball icon attached to him for some reason. The Dawnbreaker ult comes in, connects nicely, and Puppey inside his own cogs. Ace is getting really low. It's not the Viper Strike, but it looks like he's going to be the one to fall instead. Ice making his transition over as well. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Secret, but I mean, I say that. It is still a position 1 Weaver that drops. And it took their whole team to TP here.
That's everybody. That is everybody.
Came up.
Yeah, we got lucky. Shout out to the
Thanks, Secret.
Yeah.
Oh, snowball into the Walrus Punch, and they have the burst damage. Crystal is dead in the blink of an eye, and you can see Secret want to try to get Dyrachyo to get a bit of a trade, and they'll find him. So 1-for-1, but this is turning into a good old-fashioned team fight as Boom able to do so much damage. Ice comes in, gets rooted, and he's ticking down to this Leshrac. Double kill for Boom. And Zayas, they're trying to use the wards to their cover, but Gaimin Gladiators is doing a really nice job of keeping their distance. Charge keeps the Zeus in place. I'm not going to pursue any further. So at the end of all that, it was a 3-for-1 in favor of Gaimin.
It's a Zeus. I was going to say the carry. Zeus is a carry from the mid, so high value hero to protect.
Up, we're going to have some action in the bot lane. Ice cannot do anything. It's just way too much magic damage for a Timber to sustain. Pretty low on mana right now as Dyrachyo just ready to use that Solar Guardian. At the root. Frostbite for Puppey. He's faking out his hook shot. Oh boy, he actually misses it on the retreat, so they can just take him down inside his own cog. With the Solar Guardian being used to full effect, take out this Rasta. So the 2 supports for Secret are dead instantly. Nisha, he's at quite the distance here, so is safe. Continuing to get these Arc Lightning spams. He's going to get that Thunder God's Wrath to find himself a kill, as the buyback for Shadow Shaman is there as well. Accelerate. He's getting kited. Not enough damage for Ice quite yet to take out this Aegis, but with that zap from Zeus, it is enough. Now they're going to have to try to turn this around as Leshrac back to full HP, gets off the Yules, and they're going to kill off Crystallis pretty early in this mini engagement. The TP in by Puppey is going to force Gaimin Gladiators retreat. So
good presence of mind from him there.
Yep, silver lining for Secret, although this is a brown lighting, pretty sure. Ice is dead.
Skid mark.
A little skid mark in the history of Secret. But still. Crystallis is somebody we haven't really talked about too much. He's going to finally get his BKB in a minute here. This needs to be delivered. But they're going to be lacking physical damage still. Has the Dragon Lance already.
He's building into Deso, so he recognizes that.
Yep, Solar Guardian set up with the Split Earth, so Puppey draw. Oh my god!
What the hell was that? That was just one of the splashes.
I feel like that was a Deso, but it's just the Blightstone.
Yeah, just Luminosity crit. That's it. As Nisha gets caught.
Yeah, this would be a big kill. Split Earth, but TP's coming. Ice. They could try to turn this around. I mean, very little mana to work with on Boom. As you can see, the trap onto the Tusk, so Tofu taken out by the backstab of Zayat. Now Boom just trying to get out with his life. Zayat pays the ultimate price thanks to Ace. As Ice, he wants to continue on, but again, the Starbreaker doing so much damage. He's going to get chased down potentially. Dyrachyo, another couple right clicks. Oh, he gets the Yules off, and that's going to buy enough time for Dyrachyo to be taken out by Crystallis. Nicely done from Secret, and they get a much-needed teamfight win.
I mean, Ace died to Nisha, too, on the side. 2 very big power spikes. We were talking about them a few minutes ago, and there wasn't really anything that big coming up, but...
Oh! Hook shot misses, but Zayat is there with the lockdown, but the Solar Guardian coming in, and Tofu's getting healed to a high degree. Dyrachyo kind of left alone because of the segregation of those wards. Dyrachyo, BKB running out. He gets the kill, but only on a support to start things off. Ace gets off the Viper Strike. Ice. Trying to get out. Celery. Okay, they're going to focus on Crystallis, but pops that BKB before the Split Earth connects. They get the dust off as well. Looks like Celery is definitely dead. Oh, okay.
Oh, he doesn't
chooses not to kill him. Interesting is Dyrachyo. Now the focus is on Ice, who drops to that Split Earth, and now Puppey in the trees. Tofu. He's going to be the one that gets taken out, though. And the rest of Secret on the run, but Crystallis is found. And that is a big kill for Gaimin Gladiators.
Man, that fight is supposed to be the one that goes well for Secret.
Oh, hook shot. It's not over yet. Puppey gets off. Okay. That thing does so much damage. It's actually comical. Zayat gets off the Hex, though, into the Shackle and into the kill on Dyrachyo. You can see he's very upset because that fight was definitely in their favor.
Crystallis is a pretty safe player.
Yep, Secret doing exactly what they need to do. Knowing the Dawnbreaker's dead for another 12 seconds, they get the Aegis onto Crystallis.
So they don't feel much of a threat from Secret, although they are smoking onto Dyrachyo. Is very tanky.
Yes, he is. Uses his Starbreaker, though. Gets instantly hexed afterwards. This will be a big kill for Secret with the Nimbus helping out. 100 seconds. No Dawnbreaker.
That's a lot of ices in one sentence.
Scythe of Ice.
There it is.
Timber Chains. Overwhelming Blink not there. Oh, the instant hex, but Zayat's deleted. But you can see the Lesh taking a ton of damage. Starbreaker's not enough to save his life. So it's a 1-for-1 support for position 2. Dyrachyo, his BKB. Okay. He's just left all alone. So double kill for Crystallis as Secret again winning a big fight Celery trying to get out, but the battery assault there just in time. So 3 kills, all for Arasta.
It's looking pretty good as a solution to the Gaimin Gladiators course. Like, it's melting through the Dawnbreaker, who has a lot of HP, but with all this minus armor, he's actually tearing through her.
Yep, he's got Daedalus now. So tons of right-click potential. Oh, the kick back into the snowball. Ice pops the BKB, but the Viper Strike goes right through it. Puppey gets off the hook shot. Nimbus comes in as well. Looks like that's enough to take out Tofu. And if they lose the Viper as well, the buybacks come though. Tofu. Looks like they'll at the very least find Puppey, as the Rax is going to be taken out in favor of Secret. Tofu has to be careful not to die back. Kick range is normally just melee, right?
I'm not sure if it's a little bigger than Walrus Punch or if it is exactly Walrus Punch.
Oh, hook shot. Puppey gets kicked out. You can see the BKB activated by Ice as they're inside a Nimbus, and a lot of damage being applied to Tusk, but it's going to be a trade for Puppey. 1 for 1, the buyback onto CM now. As Boom drops, that is a big kill for Secret. He still has buyback though, as Ace is going to use his BKB, but 4 staffs to safety. You can see Crystallis with the double damage, he's just ripping through everybody.
His Aghanim Shard damage in the fights because of this 25 talent. This is an insane 25 talent. It makes Weaver's DPS so damn high.
Yep, he is beasting it up, no doubt about it. Oh, we have another hook shot. Puppey gets the Viper inside the cogs, the 4 staff again, but the right click's coming. Oh, not quite enough. The damage is too much to sustain, and Dyrachyo and company will have to stay in Fountain for probably the second set of racks, I would assume, which just taken. So Mega Creeps are coming with this next set.
I think they're waiting for Tusk to respawn. Yeah. They're going to try some Fountain Kick. I'm not sure if you can delay enough for Boom. Maybe
Dyrachyo very deep with the BKB. They're going to have to buy back onto the Viper and the Lesh now. And you can see Dyrachyo just drops himself. Buys back instantly. Double kill for Crystallis as he is just right-clicking everybody into Oblivion. Inside the cogs, he gets annihilated. That is just the Aegis, though. But again, he's kind of stuck in here for now. He's just going to right-click away. Triple kill gets kicked back into the fray. Time-lapse back to his original location, but he's extremely low. Okay. He just gained a lot of HP because of the cheese. Indeed.
So they feel like they have to sit in base.
Yeah, you can see the buybacks, most of which are up for Secret, and on the other side, 0. So, hook shot. All right, Tusk, that's essentially a dieback because they know he will not have buyback anytime soon. And this is going to be Mega Creeps pretty easily for Secret as Ice trying to buy a little bit of space. And look at him just solo down Dyrachyo. And that is a dieback for him as well as Boom trying to salvage this game. But it looks like it's going to go to game 3 as Secret extend it. GGs are called. Basically, they're trying to avoid going to Div 2.
There's gems that are appearing and disappearing in reality.
Very strange. Basically, an ultimate available at level 1 is kind of crazy. As Boom getting pressured by Nisha. Gets that Resonant Pulse off. Still continue to take damage. Nisha really doesn't have to worry about dying, although Celery is here with a Mud Golem. And Boom.
This is not...
Okay, you can see how much damage that does when you're surrounded by trees. Gets off the Aether Remnant as Crystallis ends up getting first blood on Dyrachyo.
Because Celery's here. He's trying to deal with this Timber that's being such a menace. Thought he would have gone for the 3rd point
that's
either.
True. That's true.
Like, I've seen...
Oh, hook shot. Timber Chain to follow. And it looks like Boom is fine. Still has the Astral Step to get some space, but that's a lot of burst damage.
Too fast,
and
man.
Nisha, again, the exact amount of time needed to get the kill on his counterpart mid. I think most of the stack has already been taken out, actually. And a good job from Puppey. Basically tanking the gank. It's off a really fast curse.
Yeah, that's
and big. Ace is taking a ton of damage. He has to use that roar on the Cold Embrace Wyverns. That ends up being not so great as Gaimin Gladiators already lose 1. And now the focus is on Celery, who is surrounded by literally the entire Secret team. And some way, somehow, Puppey survives. Don't you ever listen to me?
Who cares?
It's a really important... Oh, yeah.
I don't even know you asked me a question.
Scotty applies to Cold Embrace targets. It's Dyrachyo taking a lot of damage from Nisha.
It does. It does.
He's going to go into the base.
Diving. He knows the's no BKB.
Yeah. He's got the chakra again, and down goes Dyrachyo.
Are not going to scale as well as him, so but he feels like he has the net worth.
He's going to get hook shot. Has time lapse. Oh! Okay. Gets it off and will live as a result. But on the other side of the river, Ice not going to be so lucky. He does not have a time-lapse ability on Tidehunter. And now with that full HP, Tofu able to pressure Zayats, but he gets the 4-staff up, and Nisha zoning it out. So with the Shikuchi, so Tofu should be fine. Zayats taking so much damage from Celery, though. But they cut the tree again, and Dyrachyo does have his BKB. Will have to use it, but now they're going to force all this pressure onto Nisha inside this Wukong's command. And Chrysalis and company are going to have to back out. The roar onto Puppey results in his death.
This is kind of what Gaimin Gladiators did at the Major, too.
Nisha already brought the half HP.
Should be fine, yeah.
Tier 2 towers dead at the very least, but Ice with a big Ravage onto 2. Boom, with the Astral Step to stimulate again, and Ace does get bursted down this time. Yeah, he's got his Fitbit activated. And count those steps.
Yeah.
I mean, Astral Step is only 1 step, though, with all that distance. Kind of not... Oh, they're going to break the tree again, but will he... Not going to go back on top of Dyrachyo. Gets off the Boundless Strike, and Celery and company surrounding Nisha, looking for the high 5. Nice kill onto Tofu. Found a perfect angle onto that tree. Oh, hook shot. Zayat will find Celery. It's a nice 4-staff off, but it's into the arms of the rest of Secret, so Bambi's done.
In the grand scheme of things in this game, less net worth than the enemy paused for, so he's a support. And understanding that.
Oh, this might be enough lockdown this time. Finally, they take out Tofu. Are you comfortable as Gaimin to take this into that territory? As we're going to see the curse in the bot lane. Dyrachyo pops the BKB, kills the creep that was being Boots of Travel to. Faking out the Wukong's command. Ice gets off the Gush. They're showing off that Aghanim Scepter now as, okay, Puppey gets deleted by Boom.
Yeah, it's good. Gaimin Gladiators, great job backing each other up in situations like that. Also, clutch kill on the creep wave.
Oh, yeah, with that flamethrower. I mean, this is a considerable amount of damage. Yeah. Good cogs as well. So now they feel like they have the damage to kill off Tofu, and they've been right.
Healing power.
Yep, Celery gets sheeped. Double Chakram. That's the Aghanim Scepter from Nisha now. Not quite enough to take out Celery, but yeah, Ice using the Ravage. Ace able to pop the BKB. Kind of zoned out from getting back to his base. Well, instead, we'll focus onto Puppey, who gets dropped before he can even pop his curse. Ace, luckily able to traverse to the high ground, but he's going to get chased by Nisha. Misses out on both Chakrams, but still has the burst damage and the reach to get that double kill for himself. And hey, look at that. Secret in the enemy base can knock on the door. A little bit earlier than I'm used to seeing it. Melee Rack's top dead.
Finding the hero that's split pushing.
Yep, B-ward action is here. It's the jump in from Boom, focusing on Puppey, gets 4-staff and has the Eon Disc to survive. As Zayats might not be so lucky. He's just in the corner. The hook shot, not going to keep him alive, so 2 dead just like that. Gaimin have the advantage. Wukong's command not really going to trap anybody inside. But Chrysalis is going to get hit by the Boundless Strike. Lotus Orb applied. Let's see if they're able to actually turn this around on him. They still have the numbers advantage, does Gaimin. But the BKBs have already been activated. Ice on the high ground. The jump in onto Chrysalis gets the Thunder off at the last moment into the Ravage, finally used, and that is a high value kill for Secret.
They're looking to still go though on Gaimin.
Yep, they can try for it. There is a buyback, and they're going to use it on the Void Spirit, but Dyrachyo getting extremely low. 4-step to safety again. Nisha going to try to finish him off, but that's the big kill. Chrysalis is dead. Does have buyback, but again, no meta to work with. Ice looks next on the list. Jenkins. Roche is up. Dyrachyo, just jumps away in time. That would have been an enormous pickoff. They will find Celery, though.
Greedy carry players often take all the items from this, but in this case, it actually makes sense.
We have the curse. It's not going to last that long because there's no targets nearby, but it's long enough. Tofu bursted. You said Chrysalis did consume the Aegis, consume the Ag.
They cut
Nice
Dyrachyo.
hook shot, Zayat. It's that Monkey King, and this is going to lead to a very big kill. But Dyrachyo pops that BKB. Wukong's command with the level 25 talent is doing absolute work. Nisha gets off the mini Yules. Still going a 1v1 battle with him, and the Gush comes in, and that's enough. Down goes Monkey King, no ult to work with. Still buyback still from Gaimin. Boom. Gonna have to use a lot of his mobility spells in order to TP back to base. He'll be successful.
It's huge. It's huge. In 8 seconds straight. I mean, that is...
Chrysalis trying to poke the high ground. with that Aegis for another 3 minutes. Hook shot again from Zayas. He's been all over the place, and Ice with the first Ravage, the second to come. This is going to be an enormous kill. Down goes Void Spirit. He has no buyback. Huge kill for Secret. Obviously expends both Ravages, but now they don't have to fear too much from the side of Gaimin. It's going to be a 5v4.
They've got to do something right now with these Ravages being down.
Yep. Oh, they're going to break the trees again. They've been all over the place. Nisha, God, and the fear to follow. No chance for Dyrachyo. Still has his buyback, but my goodness. Those trees have not been safe for him this game at all. Curse. Gonna need some damage to Tofu in the meantime. The buyback comes from the Monkey King as Crystallis doesn't have Thunder for another 6 seconds, but again, just wants to use that Aegis. And Nisha is the real carry, though. But they're inside this huge Wukong's command. Ice able to sidestep, gets off the Gush, taking a lot of damage from this impetus, but a nice save from Puppey. Cold Embrace stays him for a little bit. Delays the inevitable. Still has the buyback if he really wants to push the envelope. And Cheese still on the Terrorblade. Another hook shot on the Zayat as Ace looks to be next. And Secret in very good position to finish this series 2-1. Celery able to force staff to the high ground. Zayat's not able to connect on that hook shot this time, although his hook shots have been extremely good this game. Basher applied to Crystallis.
He's kind of in.
He has to be careful. Gets off the Sunders. Dyrachyo is going to get jumped now by the real carry again, but the Cold Embrace going to save the Terrorblade, or the Timbersaw, I should say, and that will be the official dieback onto Dyrachyo, which means it's going to be pretty difficult for Gaimin Gladiators, if not impossible, to hold this any further. Left to his own devices, and we'll see if Secret just go straight for the throne. Gonna play it slightly safe, and that 10k gold on Crystallis. Good lord.
Somehow Boom has got to hit his spells of a lifetime. You got to sell everything, get Daggons. I don't know.
Yep, Crystallis buying the Satanic, but it's not going to be on himself yet as Boom jumps in.
It gets instantly
hexed. Oh my god. Somebody needs to go back on the replay and check